Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Kain Gamer here once again with a new Let's Play, and this time let's play Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, or Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, a top-down action-adventure game developed by Silicon Knights and published by Crystal Dynamics in Northern Europe in 1996 November and in Europe 1997 in March, and the game was also later released on the PC. And Blood Omen takes place in medieval times with supernatural creatures such as vampires, and we play as Kain, who seeks revenge. Who do we seek revenge for? Why do we seek revenge? Well, let's start and find out.
There is a magical operation of maximum importance. The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in blood.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
Fulfilling the sacred mallet of the Sarafan, you are hereby damned. The pleasures of the flesh are no longer yours. You have but one purpose, damned warrior. You will serve us for eternity.
The tavern's closing. Best be on your way, stranger. What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood. I stay open for no man in these dark times. Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome. And so I left, cold of heart and soul, forced to the road and the long, bitter night. That's him!
And already being attacked.
End it! Now!
They, victors, suffering to the conquered. Ironic, now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger. The hunger for revenge. I didn't care if I was in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes you get what you wish for. The necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool, I jumped at his offer without considering the cost. Nothing is free, not even revenge.
You will have the blood you hunger for.
I awoke to the pain of a new existence, in a dank room of darkness and decay.
And yes, we play as a vampire in this game. Kain, you might have been a noble birth, but you were a terrible fighter. Or I was a terrible player. But in either case, we are now a vampire. And now it's time to start our journey for revenge.
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite. I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
And first things is to get up.
Hey, Victus!
Is to get out from our crypt.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the heart of darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
And the Heart of Darkness restores your vitality, or if you die and have Heart of Darkness, it will automatically restore you. And as we are vampire, we need blood to sustain us. And Kain can draw blood from a distance. He doesn't need to bite an enemy.
This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased. These ancient symbols of power contain raw magical energy that increases my own capacity to summon energy for the spawning of spells.
And yes, we face also supernatural enemies, such as these skeletons. They die in one hit, but if they get too close, they will explode and cause explosion damage. And this is the save point.
Within the walls of these chambers I could find respite, and if I so chose, resume my journey when my weariness abated.
But we don't need to save. Now let's just continue on our journey. And yes, you can zoom out a little bit, and also you can get the overlay map. And the good thing about the overlay map is that it automatically shows the size of the dungeon. So you don't have to explore to unveil the map area, which is useful. It does help a little bit of the exploration bit and the chance of getting lost.
The world had changed to my eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light, for in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things. When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
And yes, the game does have a weather system and day and night cycle. During daytime, you do less damage to the enemies and are a bit weaker, and of course, naturally, during the nighttime, you are much more powerful. But the sunlight doesn't damage you directly, like you lose health or something. It just weakens you. That vial gives you blood, and there's an item, but we cannot get. And now it's nighttime. Now let's look around. I do wonder how do you get there. Oh, maybe I'll get there later on. But Now let's enter the crypt and continue on. And now first order of business is to return to the town where we were assassinated and get our revenge. As you can see, you can take up health from quite a distance. And the combat, as you can see, is pretty simplistic. But it gets the job done. And this is our inventory menu where we can equip items.
The Heart of Darkness.
And also view them.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the Heart of Darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
And here's our items, here's our equipment.
Iron Sword. Forged by the Cerioli, the legendary weapon masters of Nosgoth, this blade will serve me well in life and beyond. As it was born from hellfire, forged by the necromancer's magic, my armor resists fire and provides me with strong defense.
And our magic.
Sanctuary.
And we can equip in our...
Sanctuary.
Wrong button. In our inventory, quick inventory slots. But I don't need the sanctuary quite yet. Hopefully I will not need it at all. And these are restore your magic when you need it. And the hitbox is definitely a little wonky. And you will solve mainly switch puzzles in this game. Simple, but still it offers a little bit of change in pace.
These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
Now, actually, let's equip those in our quick inventory item.
The Heart of Darkness.
There we go. And now we can equip them from our... Oh yes, this is not this. There we go. But let's not use it. Let's keep it ready. Our darkness items. Yes, that's how they explode. Now it did damage, but still, annoying is annoying. Oh, and there's a chest. You don't need to smash these, just walk up to them. Everything we need from this area, or this dungeon. Let's get moving. It still continues on. Just a save point. Okay, let's leave. Still raining.
Hunger and weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came.
Ah, yes. We'll also face wolves. Now, towards them.
There he is! Kill you, massacre! We put you down once, we could do it again.
What trickery is this? Their sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill. There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
Not quite, Kain.
Tis not over, Kain. These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause. Look to their masters, look to the pillars, and gain way to the fortress of the mind.
And that is our next area. The Pillars of Eternity.
This was where the bloody deed of my murder took place.
And there we will enter. Now it's nighttime and most people are sleeping. And not all enemies, I mean NPCs, attack you. Enemies naturally will always attack you, but some NPCs completely ignore you. And you don't have to kill them unless you're on low on health and you need to get some blood, and which in that case that's a useful trick to do. And you can also, I think you can get blood while they're sleeping. But we are in full health now, so we don't need to worry about it. So let's leave them be. Now let's just explore some of these houses and then continue on. Let's just try to find some items. These guys are heavy sleepers because they don't wake up when you smash their barrels and take their stuff. Now sadly there is no run button in the game, so Kain doesn't run, or jump for that matter. And now it's morning time, and now people are starting to walk about the area. But as you saw, some just ignored you.
The necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail, and yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
That is where we need to go. Pillars of Eternity. Here's a type of enemy. A dagger-throwing assassin, or a brigand.
light chases darkness, the vampire's power wanes.
Ah, now.
Victor!
An armored enemy.
The pillars of Nosgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
That is where we need to go.
Napraptor, your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Arian, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The 9 of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Napraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nosgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Kain. Beware the unspoken.
Napraptor, with his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so, my hunt for Napraptor began.
Well, I'm gonna cut the video here. This has been my first Let's Play video of Let's Play Blood Omen. I'm Kain Gamer, and if you enjoy these kinds of Let's Plays, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, give feedback, comment, all that good stuff, and if you are already a subscriber, hit the bell to get a notification every time I upload a new video. But until then, as always, I'll see you when I see you. Later.